Hello student and welcome back to my channel. This is the Nutritional Toxicology series of videos, and today we're going to continue this series by taking a look at food additives and nitrates, nitrites and nitrosamines. So expect to learn in this video what are the food additives that may be toxic for us and what are the consequences of nitrates, nitrates and the carcinogenous nitrosamines. Hi, I'm Tommy. I'm a human nutrition student and researcher at the university. What I do in this type of videos is to synthesize my classes so then I can explain and teach you the best and most valuable information you need to know. So let's begin by taking a look at food additives. Okay, so food additives. They are intentionally incorporated into the food, not for a nutritional value improvement, but for preservation and or organoleptic changes. In classification, we have natural ones, identical to natural but synthesized in a laboratory, modified ones, and artificial, completely synthetic. Technological dose is basically the amount that allows a desired effect. An overdose leads to a technological modification though. And the acceptable daily intake, the ADI, is the one we use for additives. For other toxins, we have the tolerated daily intake, the TDI. Types of ADI. We have the unconditional, which ensures the safety, the conditional, which has a risk margin, and here we have a higher intake than the unconditional, and the temporary, which has low toxicological data and it requires 3 to 5 years of study. The Codex Alimentarius has the E-codes for additives. These are EU, European Union approved additives. Every additive that has an E is approved by the European Union. And there is a social fear of additives because there is a fear of chemicals, of cancer, and a nostalgia for a natural life without additives, like it was before. Toxicological evaluation of food additives. The Codex Alimentarius has a classification. The A1 are the ones that are approved with the designation E. The A2 are incomplete but may be admitted. The B are interesting and pending to be approved. The C1 are prohibited and the C2 are restricted. The responsible for the toxicity evaluation, and this is very important, is the economic operator. So the economic operator is the one in charge of making sure that their products pass the toxicity evaluation tests. FAO and World Health Organization monographs for additives. Based on technological data, we have acute, subchronic, and chronic toxicity. Special studies are done on reproduction, teratogenicity, as well as carcinogenicity and mutagenicity. There are also kinetic studies for the toxicokinetics. This is for absorption, distribution, metabolism, and excretion. Biochemical studies on enzymatic systems, so how they affect different enzymes in the body. Interactions with nutrients, this is very interesting, how they change the nutritional value of the food. And the toxicity by intermediaries. This is products used in agriculture, isotonicity, animal feed, animal medicines, and phytosanitary products. Moving on, we have the nitrates, nitrites, and the nitrosamines. The nitrates are stable, non-toxic, and they are environmental contaminants. The nitrates are reactive. They are toxic, and there is a microbiota reduction. And the nitrosamines are basically nitrates together with an amine, and they create the nitrosamines. The sources, we have natural sources through the nitrogen cycle, and there is this thing called nitrification, in which bacteria converts the ammonia into nitrates and then nitrates, for then an environmental contamination. The intake sources are water, vegetables, additives, and cured meats especially. And the anthropogenic sources are fertilizers, animal excreta, waste, wastewater, and additives. The purpose of these nitrates and nitrates are antimicrobials. They fight the botulism, they give a red color to the product, to the meat, and they increase the aroma. Physiopathological effects of nitrates, they are non-toxic, but there is the nitrate reductase, which is an enzyme that acts at pH 6 to 6.4 that reduces the nitrates to nitrates. And nitrates are toxic. They can indeed cause methemoglobinemia and carcinogenic compounds. The methemoglobinemia is basically when the hemoglobin is not capable of transporting oxygen, and therefore we can have a skin with bluish hue, headaches, dizziness, altered consciousness, and even death. And the detoxification is done via enzymatic systems such as NADH2, NADH-PH, and glutathione reductase. On the other hand, the carcinogenic compounds that are created because of nitrates are nitrous acid on an amine, and this is indeed the creation of nitrosamines and nitrosamines. They are created in the stomach because there is an acidic pH, which is favorable for that to happen. There is also free nitrate and amines. And these nitrosamines are present in salting, drying, smoking, roasting, freezing, and pickling foods, processed foods. And the primary source for humans is the occupational exposure and water with industrial waste. The preventive measures are analyze the nitrate content in drinking water, is very important, reduce the nitrogenous fertilizer use, more organic waste treatment plants, additive controls, reduce the N-nitroso compound production, and prefer fresh foods, especially for infants, because the methemoglobinemia in children can be deadly. Okay, this is it for this video. I hope you understood everything I said. If you didn't, there is a comment section down below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notifications to get notified every time I upload a new video. If you find value in this, please share it to your friends and family to spread this knowledge to them as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one, in which we're going to talk about the polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons and the amines, together with the carcinogenic compounds. I will see you there. Hope you enjoyed. Ciao!